Wow, look at the waste pile behind Julie. It is enormous. So we're here above ground today for a minute, looking at some buildings and other things at this mine. That looks like it's going to be the Hoist house. Here's the head frame. Look at the dueling skip cars. Cool. I'm sure they were always so used for transporting mines or men and goods in and out of the mine. This is looking down the shaft. Oh, there's ladders down there. So that's a 3-compartment shaft. The manway's on the right, and then for the double skips. All steel head frame. Wow, bird's nest up there. Let's go look at the hoist room. So this is a big window pane type viewer. I think they use this for maps. And you can spin it around, and there would be there's other ones available over here. But we think that was for maps of the mine. And this looks like it might have been part of the electrical system over here. All the copper guys have taken everything. This is just off the hoist room. So here we are in the hoist room. What does the plaque say, Julie?
Oh, Wellman Seaver Morgan Company.
Okay, it's a double drum hoist. Very large hoist. The dial here would tell you where the skip is. It looks like it went to 1,700 feet. Here's a cribbage board style load counter. So Julie's playing operator here, hoist operator. Somebody can tell me exactly what that's for. And then the brake looks like this main bar down here. Oh, part of this steering wheel type thing must be the brake, huh? This is the main brake shaft here. Big, wide band brake on the drum here. So it's more than what you could pull a lever. That's why they have this screw type wheel. It's very locked. There's another one of these devices over here on this side. And they have a big counterweight on them. Must have something to do with the brake. Then there was probably a lily over here with this that was on this chain. Look at the size of the gears. That gear's almost a foot wide. It's got to be 10 inches wide. And then over here is the drive motor. It's a big electric motor. It's actually not as big as some that we've seen. I don't know what brand. It doesn't say Westinghouse on it like most of them would. This is looking down the back side of the drums here. There's the back of the dial there. And then this is the big main shaft between the drums. Crazy, huh? Here are the hoist lines going up to the crown of the head frame. And then look at all the fittings and stuff here. Crazy. This looks like some kind of a shop room or There's a parts bin here and an overhead light. Look at this little reflector, Julie. So look at that little reflector, that's pretty neat. It's still got wires hanging up to it. And there was a, oh, there's a little teeny bulb in there. Like, this one's all crashed in. There's one of those green light fixtures. Julie's got a nice old grease gun. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Let's go look at this one. That's the Hoist house over there. And that other shop looking thing. There's a trough that looked like it was for water of some sort. Let's see, I don't know what this is. Here's part of an old conveyor belt. So there's a shipping box from Gardner, Denver, in Denver, Colorado. I don't know what it would be shipping, you know, any number of things that are somewhat long. Some wood preservative. This size of the gears. Let's see if we can get upstairs here. The whole building's about to go, but this still looks like we can get up here. A lot of light bulbs. A lot of lengths of pipe. And some hose and some cable. So here's a little garage in an old house, maybe the caretaker's house. Let's go a little closer and see what we see. A little bit run down now. I don't think this mine was active after the early 50s. Something like that anyway. That's kind of strange, isn't it? To have that sit down a little bit. It's move-in ready. Here's the kitchen. Looks like the appliances have been removed. Oh, it had hardwood floors. Here's a little can dump. I'm guessing for the house. A few bottles left over that aren't broken. What does that say? So this is a house, maybe a caretaker's house. Oh, some chairs that are still viable. Looks like a oil burning furnace. So here's some paperwork. What is that?
Foundations for tanks and crushing machinery.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Very cool. Okay, so here's a blueprint for a...
Designed for crude ore bins for the P.O. Schmines Company mill.
Wow, pretty cool. So there's the side view. Here's the overhead, I guess. The top deck. That's pretty neat, isn't it?
Primary design and flow sheet of the crushings plant, P.O. Schmines Company mill.
Crushing plant. So that was that room. Mix and match wallpapers. Looks like the kitchen area. There's a wall heater. Oh, here's all the storage for the flat storage for the paperwork. Too bad some of that's not still here. Where is it? It's just lined. A lot of rodent stuff. A lot of hantavirus. This looks like it would have been an old sample room. There's the flat boxes for them. Yep, there's your core samples. Little, kind of narrow one. More dynamite boxes up there. So this looks like the bathroom, and behind Dooley the showers, although there's not much for showers there, is there? And then in here, straight ahead would be the change room, and your lockers and everything. Here's all the lockers. And then this, they've got it piled high with samples too in the middle here. Here are all numbered tags. It goes like 1 to 10 or whatever, and then on down the line. Must have been names of the miners. No rubber boot. More boots. More of these name tags and numbers. Anybody say anything?
Yeah, this one is E. Simmons?
Is it a person's name?
Yeah.
Let's go in this other room. More sample bags. Over here, please. Boxes are full of sample bags. This room's got more books in it, and oh boy. More flat storage.
Truck operations report. Last one's from 1952.
Yeah, this I didn't think it was active much past the 50s from what I could find. Yeah, this is all filing because you can see they've got this all. This is probably sample.
Underground working maps.
Oh,
And then progress maps.
I can't read it either. Nothing left in there, was there? That looks like a wellhead, I should say. This looks like a little utility building. Or electrical, maybe? This had a piece of equipment in there. I bet this was the generator. I see a big electric motor in here, so this is more likely an air compressor in here. Well, it's no wonder I couldn't read it. It was upside down. Let's turn the camera over. Does that make it right side up? Look at that, it still spins freely. And there's the electrical box, another electrical box, safety switches. Well, from the amount of grease I can smell in here, this had to be some sort of equipment room. There's more electrical panels over there, and I know I'm guessing there was generator and compressor and stuff in here. I don't see the hoist to go with this older head frame. Oh, it would have been over there by the barrels. That would have been the mount for the winch. All right, Julie, open the gate. Keep going, you got it. Back it off once. Back it off again. Now try her again. You got to loosen it up a little. Must be hung up on something. It's probably hitting the. Yeah, I think it's hitting the header up there. Oh, right there. Yeah. So this is looking at the shaft from the side that the hoist would have been on. The two main supports are severely buckled. There's an awesomely cool block up there, hanging there, midway up. And then the shiv is still up there too. I'll zoom in on that block. That's super cool. I bet if you got up there and spun that shiv, it would go right around like nothing. So this looks like this building was mostly, right now, is used for samples. I don't know what it originally was, but look at all the samples. And the different levels. And I guess this mine was a lot zinc. Is that what I said earlier? Oh, this is kind of the automotive room too. Doesn't this look like a lift? These are lifts. So this probably originally was the auto shop. Oh yeah, and then there's an overhead. So this was the auto shop. Or the repair shop. You can see there's a lift there. These floor lifts. But now they've used it as a sample room. Let's take a quick peek over here. All full of sample bags. That's about it. Bags here too. And then here's some air tanks over here. These would have run the lifts. Here's the basement. That goes to the outside. This looks like a water heater. Kind of cool. So they've utilized a lot of the old explosives boxes for storage. This one looks like fruit of some kind. Gravensteins, what are those? Apples?
Apples.
Yeah, there's a, I think that's gold medal, or there's gold medal. And like I said, this used to be probably a repair shop because these are all parts bins. And there's this little, not really a gantry crane, but a little overhead lift and a steel frame for that. Well, I climbed part way up here. I'm probably 60 feet up. That's looking at the other head frame. So I was curious to see if there was some crushing equipment up in here, an initial crusher, or at least a grizzly. But the planks look a little bit rough. I'm afraid to go over there. Okay, I'm up here at the top of the head frame. It's pretty tall. The big ship wheels are still up here. OS Card Ironworks, Denver. So here's the view from up here. There's Julie down there waving. Hi, Julie. This is much taller than that other head frame, isn't it? I got you right here, buddy. Here comes the one and only Herschel the Explorer. I bet these wheels would still spin if the cable wasn't on them.
Yeah. Cool. Woo. Kind of a workout, huh?
Yeah. The old wheel still spins. I'm not sure if this is for just for utility cable, management, or can't imagine that heavy thing would be for fuse, but here a spin, Julie. Look at this crazy waste pile. It's huge.